Hello there, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and Lady. It's your boy Germ, and you are tuned into Kinetic Aesthetic. I'm here today to talk to you all about Sli'merre 2. That is the new album that's came out by young Nudy, just released a couple days ago, and it's time we all speak about it. If y'all ain't familiar with young Nudy, he is the cousin to 21 Savage, coming up out of East Atlanta. He's been holding it down for a good couple years now. Nigga be coming through with some hard shit. This project right here is a sequel to his first Sli'merre. It's a pretty much a collab album that he's made with Pierre Bourne, who is the main producer on this one. The first one was hot. It was some good, honestly, maybe strong word, but for me, there were some classic songs on there. Extendo, he had a real hot song with Megan Thee Stallion. Plus, you had some great shit just with Uzi. It it was a great album. He really came through and did his thing on that one, so I was really excited for this. There was a lot of stuff to look forward to. The first one was full of great production. Pierre was coming through doing his thing, so I really didn't see no reason to not be excited about it. Now, I will say one thing that I noticed immediately off the bat as I was going through and listening, this shit is way more aggressive than the first one. If you're like me and you're somebody who was sort of drawn in by some of the more chill waves and just like I don't know how to put it. Like Mister isn't exactly what I would call chill, the song that he had with 21 Savage on the first one, but it's not as just evil, dark, just foreboding as a lot of the sound on this one is. I really feel like it's like they lost that just sort of chill vibe. It's like they wasn't even really just smoking weed in the studio this time. It was just popping pills. I don't know any other way to put it because and that's another thing. There is a whole bunch of just drug references. I will say, in comparison to Sli'merre 1, which I would say was more of and you can really see it sort of reflected on the cover, actually, now that I think about it. Whereas the first one, there's a lot of blue skies, cloudy as he's just smoking on it. This one, the sky is covered in red and fire like shit is just burning down. And you can sort of see it in the whole vibe of the album. Just a lot more aggressive, just a lot more like just over the top. The nigga is obsessed. I don't know. It's just like I'm sad to say, but I feel like Nudie regressed with this one. Like the shit is hard. If you really are just into some hard, straight, just it's gonna slap pistol toting music, this is for you. I'm not gonna lie to you. But for me, who's somebody who who felt like Nudie was somebody who had shown that he could be more than that, who felt like he could have more to offer, more versatility in his music, this one was a bit of a letdown. It's not to say that there was no songs that I saved from it. Just it took me a lot longer to find those. And like the intro was all right. Come to My World is a good song. Get Fucked Up was good. But then after that, it really does feel like it sort of drags a lot. There's like long periods of time where the songs just aren't necessarily hidden the way I would have wanted them to. Loaded was nice. Save Myself with Baby Drill, who is the lone feature, is those are good songs. But again, other than that, there's really not much else for me to say that I would come back to for this album. Even the production by Pierre, it felt like he really just this was a regression. It was a regression compared to the first one. It's not again, not to say that it's terrible. I wouldn't say that this is like it's not as bad as Uzi's last album. I don't know if you've listened to this after you've heard my review for Uzi's last album, but if you haven't, please go check it out because that motherfucker was bad. But this just felt like I don't know. There was a lot more that could have been. There's a lot more work that could have been done on this. The beats could have been more refined. And honestly, Nudie just sounds a little lazy, like he really wasn't trying when it comes to what he was even saying. Like, there's only so many different times I can hear this nigga say he's fucking another man's bitch, yada yada yada. These drugs is doing these drugs. I'll fucking kill you. Like, goddamn, nigga. And it's not even to say that, like, of course, street rappers talk about this all the time. So I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm not trying to single him out or just put no like drama his way for it. But god damn was that shit repetitive on this one. There was really nothing else that he had to say. It was not interesting. It wasn't that. But I want to say that I feel like that's maybe it's a symptom of the times. Niggas is just they don't care about what they're rapping about, and maybe that's just the way it is. When I have to say what I would give this on a scale of 1 to 10, sad to say, I'm gonna have to give this one a 6. This was just above decent. Like this was not his best work at all. This is coming from somebody who literally right before this, his last album was Gumbo, and yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. I really don't. This is I want to say, and maybe this is might be going off into a tangent or a rant that's not here nor there, but I really feel like something needs to be said about like somebody we got to stop like just encouraging these niggas to just do these drugs and do this shit because all it does is deteriorate their music ability. Uzi is not Uzi because this applies to Uzi too, but I'm mainly thinking about Nudy as I say this just because of this last one. But when you have talent and you throw it away to these drugs, it's just so sad to see because is so much fucking just there's so many times across this genre of rap right now over the past like couple of years over the past decades at least since I've been growing up where we've seen people who had so much going for them who had so much potential who really just let it all go to waste. Famous Dex is another example of somebody who was big, who was a big name, had a lot of who was on the come up. Then pills got to his ass, all this other shit got to his ass, and now he's a has been. He's a never was, at least on a national level. So that's the main thing that I want to say. Maybe this is an extreme take. Maybe I'm going a bit too deep on this one, but I don't know. This is not the Nudy I'm used to. This was another situation to me where I feel like you didn't even need to really call this a sequel to the first Sli'merre because it was not that good. It just wasn't. Um, the songs that I would say is the best one, the songs to save will probably be Right Now, How It Be, last two songs, sadly. Save Myself featuring Baby Drill, and then Loaded. Other than that, I really didn't see much else. It all sort of blended together. Maybe I'm just getting old and I'm starting to get to the point where I just can't listen to street rap or just niggas that are too repetitive all over the again. But yeah, no, this one just wasn't it. Nudy has come harder. He's made better projects than this. So hopefully he is able to just, hear this, hear what I think the reception to this should be, because I can't imagine this being something that's going to go crazy with a lot of people, but we'll see. Like I said, I would have to give this one a 6 out of 10. Just it's satisfactory, but honest. But for young Nudy, this is subpar. So that's all I really got to say about this one. Um, Other than that, I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your tomorrow, and stay blessed.